Hey everybody, I think it's been maybe about 2 months since I posted a video, but I made one since then, but I switched jobs, so I don't take care of the guys anymore, so that's why I haven't posted a video, because I don't have access to the Wi-Fi, so I can upload the video. Anyways, so what I've been doing is I've been making new brake lines, because someone in the forum said if you bled your brakes and you got rust inside your brakes or brake fluid, it probably means that you should change your brake lines, because they might be really rusty. So I'm changing them. That's a whole bunch of them down there. I've been changing them, making new ones, teaching myself how to make them, which has been like really easy. And I guess I'll show you how to do it here in a sec. Let's see if I got a good camera angle for y'all. Anyways, I'm pretty sure that must be good enough. Anyways, so what this is a double flaring tool. Well, it's a flaring tool, and these right here, these are the flares, right? So those make a flare, and these ones, and this makes an inverted flare. So what you want to do is you want to put the brake line in, and you want to have both of these pieces lined up so it's nice and level, so one isn't higher than the other, right? And put the end of the brake line just in there so it's flush, or at least that's what I've been doing. And then you take this thing, slide it over top here like this, screw it down like that, right? Put it on there nice and snug. Take your wrench, put it over top of here, screw it on, kind of look at it, be like, yeah, maybe I can, move it a little bit sideways this way. Not really sure if that matters, not gonna lie. And oh wait, don't do that yet. I forgot to do a very important part of the process, and the reason why I forgot to do it is because I was blabbing away talking to you guys. Okay, undo it, back everything off, put that down, set it all up again, kind of look at it, get it in there, pull it down, push this down like this, down like that, but maybe put that up a little bit more, look at it, a little bit more, yeah, that looks good, and tighten it up by hand, and tighten it up with one of these guys. Check it again. Yeah, it's ready to get pulled down. Alright, so clamp it down all the way so it really grabs onto it, because if it's not all the way, when you use this thing, it's just gonna push it through, and it's you're not gonna be very satisfied with what just happened. Alright. Alright. Oh. Don't want to lose my candies. I can kind of see that one side is contacting the convex surface of the tool for the other one. So I'm just gonna fix that. I'm gonna switch it around. I'm gonna turn it around like this. In the hopes that maybe the effort of making it even It'll be great. It'll be great. I think it is. I think it is. Right. Tighten it down. Tighten it down. Tighten it all the way down. Look at it again. Yeah. It's all level. Right? This thing. Put this little guy back on there. Put the little guy in the hole. Yeah, it's got to be done because they can't turn it anymore. Take that off. Make sure you don't hurt yourself. Turn that up. And then there you go. Take a little bit of sandpaper. This is what I like to do. I like to take a little bit of sandpaper, smooth it out. Pardon me. Smooth it out. Make sure it's got a nice smooth surface for the fitting. Now I have no idea if you want the convex shape of what you just did to be a certain angle. I have no idea. I want it to be a certain angle. I have no idea if a certain amount of a flare is better than another amount of a flare. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'm just gonna show it to you. Show you what it really looks like. Hope it can, yeah, there you go. So that's what that looks like when you're done, right? And then the inside surface of this fitting right here presses up against that, like that, and it presses the whole thing into the other fitting, which looks like, we have it over here. So that shape, that convex shape, fits against this concave shape. So you can see what happens when you press the two together. It gets squished, right? So that's how a compression fitting works. So that's what you do when you do that. That's what you do when you make a brake line. And I have made, this is the last brake line that I've made, and I've made all of the other brake lines that are leading away from the 5-junction block right here after the master cylinder. You can see some right there. I just took them off, disconnected them, because as you can see, I painted the edges that, a good shot of that one. I painted the edges because the brake line is coated with this wonderful stuff, right? It's coated with this wonderful stuff, right? It's coated, but when you make a fitting, when you make it, it kind of gets a little bit damaged, right? So what I was doing is I was disassembling all of the brake lines that I did, and touching it up with a little bit of paint. So I've done that. All of the brake lines are done. I have new soft lines that I'm going to put on. Brand new soft lines. Because the old one is, all of them look kind of shitty. These are them. Yeah. Yeah, so got those changed. I've realized that I've had to fabricate some clips, because those clips, the old ones, they're not good enough to fit with the new brake line, because there's this little fitting right here. It's not a fitting, but it's a, whatever you want to call this, takes up some space so that the whole brake line doesn't jiggle around, but it's not big enough, and so I've had to make some other ones out of 22 gauge sheet metal. I did buy a pipe bender, but I ended up just bending it by hand because the pipe bender wasn't it just wasn't doing a really awesome job, you know. I think that some of the angles I was trying to make were a little bit too severe for the pipe bender, so I just ended up using my hand. Anyways, yeah, I was having a problem with my phone there a little while ago, and problem is that my data wasn't turning on, right? So like the bill will get paid, but my data wouldn't like replenish, right? So phoned up the phone company and I said, hey, listen, you know, like I'm having a problem with my phone. I pay my bill, it gets automatically taken out of my bank account, but my data's not replenishing. So what can we do? And she suggested restarting the phone, and when I did, it worked. So the data came back on, and I was like, yeah, I can watch porn again. Yeah, not gonna lie, I like porn. It's great. Women, I think, are the best looking things in the whole universe. They are. I don't care what anybody says. Women are the best looking things in the whole universe. Yeah, nothing is better than women. Some people would love to roll around on a big pile of money. Not me. I'd like to roll around with a woman. Nothing beats going to bed with a woman. There's nothing better in life than that. Nothing. I've been single for 14 years. I think the biggest reason why is because I'm pretty shy, but also I think the other reason is because girls, they're kind of full of shit, you know. I mean, like, they'll flirt with you like 7 times in a row every time you see them, and then when you think to yourself, well, hey, since the conversations are going good, why don't I ask this person if they want to do something with me sometime? Maybe we can get to know each other. You know, socialize. Enjoy our lives. Life is short. And then they say no. And it's like, okay. So, you're just flirting with me because you're bored. And I've asked girls before at jobs. I've just gotten a chance to know them well enough that I can just ask them, like, why? Why do you flirt with guys so much? And a lot of the times, they say, well, a lot of the times, it's just because they're bored. That's all. Like, they don't have any interest in the guy at all. They're just doing it because they're bored. And it's kind of not very fun because, you know, there I am. I want to socialize. I want to enjoy my life. But I don't get to. And it's like, sure, you know, flirting with guys is fine. Go ahead, right? Make yourself happy. But Jesus Christ, man. Like, if you're bored, don't flirt with a guy and lead him on. You know? Like, if you're bored, why don't you go for a walk? You know? Why don't you go for a walk and go do something? You know, don't let me tell you what to do, but I kind of think that there's better things you can do with your time if you're bored. Uh-oh. Got some brake fluid on my hands. Now, I wish the girls were as easy to understand as the gay guys are. Now, I used to work at the YMCA, and I used to work in the Men's Plus in the YMCA, and there's a lot of gay guys in there. Lots of them. And some of them would ask me out. Some of them would be like, "Hey Tom, you want to go for a beer sometime? You want to go for a beer sometime? Go for a ride? Want me to drive you home?" And I would always say no, because, you know, I'm not gay and I don't want to lead him on. But fucking size. I mean, one time I did ask the guy. One time the guy said, "Hey, you want to go for a ride? You want me to give you a ride home?" And I said, "Yeah," but that was because I actually needed a ride home. And yeah, that's it. End of story. But yeah, I really wish that the girls were as easy to understand as the guys, because when guys flirt with me, I know that they're 100% serious about getting to know me. They're 100% serious about being interested in me. You know, if I was gay, I'd be in a lot more relationships, and I would have a lot more sex. But I'm not. I'm not gay. Ow. That's the way it is. I'm not gay, so that's it. But yeah. When girls flirt with me, I automatically disregard it. I don't even pay attention to it. I'm like, yeah, you're just flirting with me either because you're bored, or because you want to feel pretty, or because you want to feel like you can attract a man, or etc., etc. But there's a big chance that it doesn't have anything to do with me at all. Nothing. It doesn't have anything to do with me at all. There's been enough times where I've asked a girl out and she said no after she's flirted with me a shitload. And I'm just not going to do it anymore. It's going to have to take something really, really, really obvious for me to be like, okay, this is the time when I should get up off my ass and try and go get a girl. Like, a girl's going to basically have to grab me and kiss me. That's basically what's going to have to happen. Because I ain't doing shit unless that happens. Because, you know, like, those times when the girls were like, yeah, flirt with you 10 times in a row, and then I'm like, hey, do you want to do something on the weekend? And they're like, nope. It sucks after that. You know, it's weird. And then I don't have somebody that I can talk to when I bump into them at the grocery store or whatever. You know? And I think that sucks. Because I like socializing. It's just terrible. You know? Anyways. I don't do the online dating thing anymore. I don't do that. I think that's a total waste of time. There's been a lot of times where I've been chatting with the girl for like 2 weeks, and then all of a sudden she just disappears, or she'll keep her scheduling, and that's fine. I understand that there's more things going on in life than just meeting up with some guy on the internet. You know, people got kids, people got this, that. I understand. I get it. There's more stuff going on out there than me. I think I'm just gonna have to wait until I meet a girl the old-fashioned way. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You know, people say that taking apart drum brakes are really hard, but I actually think it's really easy. I actually think it's really easy. Alright, take off that spring, take off this one. This one's a little unfortunate. There we go. That's it. Take off this little guy here. Alright. Alright. Got this little guy here. Oh. Take out these. These. Oh, all right. Now these brakes that I have, they're dual cylinder piston brakes, or brake wheel cylinders. I hope that these ones are okay. The last ones that I did aren't. 25 minutes. It's a long video. But anyways, I'm going to cut this video off because it's 25 minutes long. And pretty sure you all got better things to do. But anyways, I'm going to check this wheel cylinder out and see if it's crap like the other one is. The other two I restored. so they're good to go. But yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, right on. Okay, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Bye bye.